Very good day, guys. Welcome back. So today we are again meeting. So we are going to discuss here in this video series of the histology about the blood vessels. Okay. So in any blood vessel which is having the vascular wall and lumen, the vascular wall is mainly consisting of the three basic structural components. This is the endothelium, the smooth muscle, and the connective tissue with elastic elements in the addition to the collagen fibers. Okay, so endothelium is a special type of the epithelium that acts as semi-permeable barrier between two internal compartments, the blood plasma and the interstitial tissue fluid. Fine. And the smooth muscle cells or the fibers, they are in the walls of all the vessel and larger than the capillaries and are arranged helically in layers in the spiral manner. And the connective tissue components in the vascular wall in amounts and proportion is changing based on the local functional requirement in artery, larger artery, muscular artery and the veins. Okay, so wall of the blood vessel, the blood vessel wall or vascular wall is consisting of the three layers. The first layer is the tunica intima. The second is outer of that is the tunica media, and outermost is the tunica adventitia. So in the tunica intima, this is having the endothelial cell supported by the thin subendothelial layer of the loose connective tissue. Okay, and it is limited by internal elastic lamina and separated from the tunica media. The tunica media, which is the middle layer, it is consisting simply of concentric layers of spirally or helically arranged smooth muscle cells. Okay, and interspersed among the smooth muscle cells are variable amount of the elastic fibers and the lamellae, and they are limited by the external elastic lamina separated from the tunica adventitia. And the tunica adventitia or tunica externa is the outermost layer, and it is mainly consisting of the type 1 collagen fibers and the elastic fibers. Okay, and these adventitial layers are continuing with stromal connective tissue of the surrounding tissue. So here we can see I have mounted on the microscope under the low power the aorta, that is the example of the elastic artery. Okay, so elastic artery is here. So we will see the features of the elastic artery here. You can see this is the tunica intima. Then you can see the tunica media is largest one as compared to the muscular artery and veins, and the outermost layer is known as the tunica adventitia. Fine. So here the tunica intima is consisting of the layers of the endothelial cell, that is the thin squamous cell. Okay, and underneath that, so this is the very thin layer, thin squamous cell layer, single layer, and below that this darkly stained is the subendothelial tissue. Okay, and after that subendothelial tissue, the internal elastic lamina which is separating the tunica intima from the tunica media. Fine. What happens here, these elastic arteries are very important, having a very important function, making the blood flow more uniform. So during the ventricular contraction or systole, the elastic lamina of these elastic arteries are stressed. Okay, that reducing the force of the pressure. And during the ventricular relaxation, that is diastole, the pressure is dropping down to low level, but the elastic artery is rebounding, helping in the maintaining the arterial pressure. Okay, so as a result, the arterial pressure and the velocity of the blood decreasing and becomes less variable as the distance from the heart is increasing, right? The tunica media, the middle layer, is consisting simply of the concentric layer of the helically arranged smooth muscle cells. Here, this one whole. Okay, but as we know, it is the elastic artery, so number of the elastic fibers is more as compared to the smooth muscle. Okay, so this amount of the variable amount of the elastic fibers and lamina and reticular fibers of the collagen fiber 3 and proteoglycan and glycoproteins are present. So all these are produced by the cells. Okay, and the smooth muscle cells are interposed among these components of the tunica media. Fine. So we will find here the fibroblasts and other cells along with the smooth muscle. So these elastic fibers are having the abundant in nature. So whenever we are dissecting the aorta or elastic artery face from the body, so it gives the yellow appearance. The tunica media is giving the yellow appearance due to the presence of the more amount of the elastic fibers. Got it, guys? Okay, very good. And then next comes the tunica adventitia. So you can see the tunica adventitia, the outermost layer. So here tunica adventitia, which is consisting of the connective tissues containing the blood vessels. Okay, and the types of the fibers are mainly the type 1 collagen and the elastic fibers, and this is gradually continuous with the stromal connective tissue of the organ. And these, as we know that elastic artery or the larger artery, why it is known as the larger artery? Because its wall is thicker as compared to the other vessels. Okay, so blood will reach, their own blood supply will be reaching through the lumen of the blood vessel, but outermost layer may be the avascular. Okay, so to supply the separate blood vessel through that, the adventitial layer is having its own blood supply, own arterioles and the venules. Okay, so this network of the blood vessel in the tunica adventitia or the outer layer of the larger artery is known as the vasa vasorum. Okay, what is that is known as? Vasa vasorum, the network of the blood vessels. Okay, guys. So this was all about the elastic artery, and the example of that will be the aorta. So I will try to show you also under the high power of the microscope. So here you can see, this is the view of the elastic artery under high power of the microscope. So you can distinctly find that very thin layer of the endothelial cells. Okay, so these endothelial cells, when the blood pressure is not more, means artery is not straight, then this endothelial layer is thrown into the pores with the help of the loose subendothelial connective tissue. Okay, so that it will help in the stretching during the high blood pressure or the higher level of the blood pressure. Okay, and this is the, so you can see the uniform level of the staining here as compared to the underlying tissue or overlying the tissue of the tunica media. So this is whole tunica intima. Okay, and the internal elastic lamina, and then okay, why can't we define the internal elastic lamina separately? Because the internal elastic lamina is consisting of the elastic fibers, and this tunica media of the aorta is also having the elastic fiber. Therefore, we can differentiate it, right? And this is whole tunica media, and outermost is the tunica adventitia. So this tunica adventitia is there, I already told you. that it is containing its own blood supply, the blood vessels known as the vasa vasorum. Got it, guys? Very good. So again, on the low power. So if you see the medical application of, if you see the applied aspect of the elastic artery, so there is the condition known as the atherosclerosis. So atherosclerotic lesions are mainly characterized by the focal thickening of the intima with the proliferation of the smooth muscle cells and the connective tissue. Okay, and there is the deposition of the cholesterol material inside the smooth muscle cells and the macrophages. So foam cell. So foam cell is basically a lipid laden smooth muscles and the macrophages. And it forms macroscopically visible the fatty streak. It shows the fatty streaks and the plaques, okay, which is the characteristic of the atherosclerosis. So these changes may extend to the inner part of the tunica media, fine, and the thickening may become so, the thickness may increase so that it can occlude or obstruct the blood vessels, hampering the blood flow. So coronary artery is amongst these the most vulnerable for the atherosclerosis, more prone for the atherosclerosis. So uniform thickening of this intima is believed to be the normal phenomena of the aging. The normal phenomena of the aging is the uniform thickening of the tunica intima. So any specific area of the or specific organ, if get obstructed through the blood vessels, so it can lead to the necrosis. And this type of the infarction mainly happen in heart, kidney and brain, and also some other organs. Okay, but if we see the other organs like skin, so arteries are anastomosing very frequently, so there are the less chances of the obstruction. Okay, so blood flow can be maintained through the anastomosis. And there is a condition known as the aneurysm. So in this condition, the tunica media of the artery is weak. Okay, by maybe due to the etiology, maybe the embryonic defect, maybe some acquired disorder or some lesions. So due to the weakness of the tunica media, the vascular wall can get dilated extensively. So this dilatation is known as the aneurysm. So this weakness or thinning of the tunica media in the aneurysm can rupture, leading to the hemorrhage, okay, with the consequence of the death also. So this is very lethal condition. The aneurysm should be corrected on the urgent basis. Okay, so thank you very much for your patience and listening. So we'll meet again in the next video like this. Till then, thank you very much. Goodbye.